Get some help. We do not seek treatment. The answer to why that is the case is a simple one. There is nothing wrong with us. Occasionally, we may be compelled to undergo treatment, but that is a different matter. We feel no compulsion at all to volunteer to be subjected to analysis and therapy because there is nothing wrong with us. Yes, we know that our treatment of the people is often unpleasant and has significant downsides to those who are subjected to it, but that still does not amount to a good reason why we should seek some form of assistance. The way we behave is the way we behave. Deal with it. We cannot help but act this way because it is the way we have been designed. We must obtain our precious fuel, and if that means we lash out and wound others, emotionally and physically, then that is the price that has to be paid by you. You must also remember that since we have no concept of empathy, when we see our behavior injure others, it does not affect us. We do not feel guilt. We do not feel shame at what we have done, and we do not feel the need to put right the injurious harm we mete out to others. This is our modus operandi, and it cannot be changed. Add that to our lack of remorse, and you have two huge reasons why we will not act to seek treatment to change our ways. Naturally, there will be times where we will talk about seeking treatment. It is unlikely that a lesser narcissist would ever countenance this. Such a step is more likely one to be taken by the mid-range narcissist as part of demonstrating that he has some awareness of the problems that his behavior causes, although of course he will not accept that he is actually at fault, but he will do it as part of his ongoing manipulation. A greater may also consent to treatment, not so much as in order to continue the manipulation of the victim so that he or she thinks that the greater recognizes there is something wrong, but rather as part of the greater's desire to achieve some longer-term aim. You may hear comments such as, "I need help. I know that now. You are the only one who can do it." Or, "If I seek assistance for this terrible affliction, will you stay and help me?" Or, "I do not know why I do it. Perhaps I do need help. Will you help me?" Or, "I need you. Don't go. You have to save me from myself." Or, "I will change. I will go and see somebody. Just don't leave me, please." These are all empty promises. Remember, words come easy to us. We will dangle these carrots of penance and insight in order to get you to do what we want. Once that has been secured, and you try to cash the check that we have written, you will find the bank has not only been closed, but razed to the ground. It is not a question of there being nothing to cash it against. There is nowhere to cash it. We consider that treatment is for the weak and foolish. To submit to it is an admission of weakness. In the rare instances that we will, it is only to enable us to get something else that we want, or to prevent something drastic happening to us, and thus we regard the payoff as one worth making. We do this, safe in the knowledge that any treatment will not be effective because 1. We use our manipulative wiles to con the person treating us into concluding that there is nothing wrong with us. 2. We spend the time trying to charm the therapist, and this may work, or if they are alive to our manipulation, they are forced to terminate the work. 3. We do not want to change, and see the therapist's actions as a direct challenge that we must thwart. Our energy is channeled into frustrating and defeating him or her, and not applied to the treatment. 4. We treat the treatment as a form of fuel. This results in it being futile. The reality is that those who engage with us are the ones that end up seeking treatment. It is most often the case that our bewildering and confusing conduct towards you has you at your wits' end. You seek answers, and if you are fortunate, you turn to a professional who is fully conversant with our kind. They are able to illuminate you to what you have endured, assist your understanding, and then hold your hand as they take you through the painful and difficult extrication from our grip. You are blessed with insight from this treatment. In certain instances, the abuse we dole out is such that it seriously damages the recipient, and therefore treatment is needed to deal with the symptoms of our behavior towards you. The ramifications for you are serious and have long-lasting effects. We do not seek the treatment. You do. In doing so, this is often the first time you actually realize what you have encountered and what you have been subjected to.